All right, hey guys, this is Coach Marcus Jones here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I want to thank you for checking out this Facebook Live. I'm doing a quick talk or interview or meeting with Cheflo Foster. He's in the Dallas, Texas area, and no, I just saw him over the weekend in Las Vegas. We had an amazing team boot camp, and I'm seeing Cheflo in person for the past at least three, almost 4 years now. Every time I see him, he's shrinking. All right, so I was like, man, we gotta we need to have some people people on Facebook like learn more about you, about what you do and what you're doing to not knock off that weight. But if you guys are watching right now, do us a favor. Hey, type one if you can hear us. I think I'm coming through like loud and clearly. And type live if you watch live, and type replay if you watch the replay. And if you're watching on Cheflo's timeline, he should have shared the video from my timeline to his. Contact him for more information about anything he discusses. All right, because he's a man of many talents, and so and that's I mean Cheflo is not an accident. All right, so let's get right to it, man. I know I want to be here for a long time, but hey, what who are you? Who who are you? I'll mute my mic.
That's always an excellent question. Everybody should know me by Chef Lo, but my real name is Angelo. Fort Worth, Texas, born and raised. Very family oriented man. My dad passed away about 3 years ago, but before that, my parents were married almost 40 years. So, and he was a man of God and integrity and family and love. So I grew up in a house full of love. So I just want to make sure I shout my dad out for that and my mom too. Like I said, I'm a family man. I'm a chef. I'm a baker, entrepreneur. I have an online business where I help people get in shape and make some extra income as well. So that's pretty much who Chef Lo is.
That's awesome, and sorry about your dad. I've been through that. I mean, I lost both my parents are gone, so I'm been you know it's tough, but your mom is here, and just I know you are carrying on the Foster name well. And your mom, she follows me on Facebook, so I see her post, and
Yeah.
nice lady, and Keith is also your brother. Keith is great. So but I know you're doing great, man. Like I said, every time I see you, you seem to be shrinking. You walk around drinking this stuff, and we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
What's your background? I know we talk frequently. I know the last time we were in the car together was in Denver. We were
Yeah.
talking about like our background in sports. So didn't you? What's your background?
Let's see. Growing up, the very first sport I played was baseball. So I low key have a love for baseball. I really can't watch it on TV. I'll go to sleep, but I'd rather go in person. But yeah, played baseball, played basketball, played high school basketball, played high school football. And unfortunately, I broke my right foot in high school, so I lost a lot of interest in a lot of colleges. So in the ninth grade, I think it was Texas Longhorns, uh, Kansas State, Florida State, and another primary college looking at me. But thankfully, the injury didn't affect what I wanted to be, which always was to be a chef. So God always has a way of working everything out. So I ended up becoming the main thing I wanted to be anyway, which was a chef, because I always believed that my ministry to introduce people to God is through food. I love when people taste my food and they be like, man, how did you do this? And I can honestly look at them like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Any and everything that you see me create and post, that's all God and imagination. That's not culinary school. Nobody taught me that. I did take some recipes from my childhood, and revamped it. But everything's God and imagination. So it's one thing I learned is as long as you stay focused on God, you love, you try to do right by yourself, then you can do right by people. God will give you everything that you need.
Definitely God is number one, man. Without
Yes,
him,
sir.
we wouldn't be here. All right. And
Yes,
so
sir.
now I certainly can vouch, for Chef Lo's food. I've had his desserts on multiple occasions, and the pictures he posts of his desserts, they look as good. I mean, they taste as good as they look. All right. I know you have you have like companies and Amazon stores or whatever. You have people actually placing
Mhm.
bulk orders for your cupcakes, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I've
So
done 2 Amazon orders, minimum 1,500 cupcakes each.
yeah. So that's some
And
work and
recently done I like to call it a community baby shower. So basically, a bunch of young ladies who doesn't, who really don't have family support them when they're pregnant. I teamed up with one of the Dallas Cowboys players, and I did cupcakes for a big baby shower to show support for them during their time of pregnancy. So it's pretty cool.
that's awesome, man. That's being a servant, being
Yes.
someone that prepares food and grateful you put love into it and just serving people. That's what my life is all about, man. So
Oh
I
yeah.
appreciate you for doing that.
Thank
So
you, sir.
let's get into it, man. 'Cause I know I see you, and I remember the first time I saw you, I think was in Nashville,
Yeah.
Tennessee. That's when I bought your those spices, the seafood spice and the all food spice, the all seasoning. His spices, guys, if you guys haven't tried, you got to get them, right? They're both good. The seafood spice on salmon and shrimp, it's amazing.
Mhm.
I can say that. But let's talk about this. So this was I met you in person. We knew each other on Facebook. We
Yeah.
talked. I met you in person for the first time, and I believe it was in Nashville. That was the
Yeah.
first event I was able to travel to after the car accident. And at that time, I know you hadn't yet started your journey to where you are now. So, what was your highest weight when it came to how much you weigh?
So the highest that I actually have evidence of was 396,
Mm-hmm.
but at one point I was up to 415.
415. And you're tall. How tall are you? What? Almost 6 feet.
About 5'10".
5'10". So that's a lot. That's a lot,
Yeah.
man. And so you're 4 and 15 and as high as now. Where are you at now?
I can proudly say 304.
304. And guys, if you see him, you know, and I've seen him from when we first met in person a few years ago, he looks great. And I can just see his demeanor. Your demeanor's changed, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Your demeanor's changed. You're more positive. You're happy and you're glowing, and I can just tell you're feeling better, right?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
what exactly what have you what made you decide to want to not be the big chef? I'll just call you big chef.
Well, as a kid, I was always a pretty good size.
Mhm.
I can speak for my brother and I. We were, let's see, middle school, seventh grade. I was 5'7", 315. I already had a beard, so we naturally are, big people. And so over the years, my weight is something that I've always, battled with. Up and down, I do good, and I don't do good. And then this is before this is before our dad got ill and ended up in the hospital. One day, I was just sitting on the couch watching Netflix, and I heard my subconscious mind tell me, "Get up." It told me if you can sit here for 2 and 3 hours and watch TV, you can get up and go walking for 30 minutes a day. And just like that, I started walking even when the weather was bad, even when it was iced over. And if I happened to miss a day, I would walk in the house. I'll read a book for about 30, 45 minutes, walk around the house. I remember it was a real bad ice storm, and I had to take my family at the time to my brother's house. And my brother looked at me and he said, "You going on your walk?" I said, "No, man, it's iced outside. I can't." He just shook his head like this. Next thing I know, he came back with some combat boots, a walking stick, 2 jackets, and some thermal pants and told me to get my butt out there and go walk.
Mhm.
So I did 365 days of straight walking. That was even with, as even when our dad was in the hospital. I started walking around the hospital. The day of his funeral, I got up and walked the day after his funeral. So I did not stop until I reached that goal.
That's awesome. So it wasn't any like crazy gym workouts where you're in the gym for like 4 hours and doing all these things you see people doing on YouTube. You just walked.
Just walk,
Just
walk, and of course, as you start exercising, even if it's something as um, easy as walking, I, I don't know if easy is the right term because for some people, walking isn't easy for some people. But your eating habits started changing. So the more my body was in movement, I didn't crave sugar as much. I didn't do any like crazy diets or them fad diets that you see. It was I started drinking a gallon of water a day, and I cut back my soda intake. I really don't eat a lot of sweets. I know that's kind of ironic, me being a baker, but I really don't eat a lot of sweets. So it was just drinking more water, cutting back on the soda, and just putting my body in movement that really just started setting things off.
That's awesome. And that was, let me go back. So for those of you who are listening, he started with 30 minutes a day. And so I know many people say, I don't have time to exercise or walk. Everybody has 2% of a 24-hour day. That's what 30 minutes is. Only 2% of a 24-hour day. So even if you sleep 8 hours and you work 8 hours, you can fit a half hour in there, right? And
Mm-hmm.
like Cheflo says, he walked around his house, when it was cold outside. He walked around the hospital. He got up and didn't make any excuse. He tried to make an excuse, but his brother Keith has lost a significant amount of weight also. Just he looking good, but no excuses. So if you really want to do something, you guys can do it. And Cheflo is just proof. And now, what was there one point? What triggered you? What triggered? I mean, you had. I know you were on the sofa and you heard something say, "Get up." What was that the trigger? Or was it something else that led up to it?
That was it. Like I said, for the longest, I was up and down, and it hit me like, hey, if you can sit here easily for 2 and 3 hours and watch TV, you can doom scroll on your phone for 2 and 3 hours. You can sit there and gossip for 2 and 3 hours. If you can go drink for 2 and 3 hours, if you can go party for 2 to 3 hours, why can't I give myself 30 minutes? And at that moment, I made no excuses. It was like it was either do or die. And the closer that we started finding out that our dad wasn't coming home, that added even more fuel to my fire. That's when I really stapled it in my head that I will not be the reason I leave this earth. I refuse to be the reason I leave this earth.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's awesome, and that's the one thing we can't control. We can't
mm-hmm.
control, our activities, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can't control what food we eat, and so I think that was a great decision you made because you have a lot of people here that care about you
Oh
and
yeah.
dying early is overrated. If anyone has lost a loved one prematurely, like a parent, right?
Yeah.
Is you true. I mean, the people that leave here, they've gone on to heaven, so they don't have to deal with the stuff we were dealing with here
Oh yeah.
with the COVID, the presidential election stuff. They're up there with Jesus
Mm-hmm.
enjoying life, right? But the people that they leave behind, we're the ones that hurt the most, right? So that's how I know you lose. I mean, dying early is premature, guys. So anyone out there that's listening, you have people you care about in your life,
Mm-hmm.
be proactive, guys, with your health and do the right things. Eat healthy, drink water, exercise some, right? Not talking about you don't have to be a gym rat. I mean, he
Mm-hmm.
Chapo knocked off all that weight in a half hour a day, and he also had some lifestyle changes when it came to some of the food he ate. Let me stop real quick. There's people watching on Facebook. So there's Charlotte Whitaker. Hey, Charlotte. Coach Seymour is here. Hey, Cicely. I'm just telling everyone who's here. Jessica Hill's on here from St. Louis.
Hey y'all.
Marcellus Mack. He's on
Hey,
here.
Big Mac, what's going on, bro?
And he lost. He think Marcel's dropped like 40 or 50 pounds. I
Oh
know
yeah.
he and Sheila Daughtry, Crystal Johnson, Mariah Strong. So those are people I see watching. So last question. Next, it may be a last question. So I know you did all that. You don't eat sweets, even though I don't know how you do it because those cakes, man, it's my birthday today. So I
Happy birthday,
actually
sir.
thanks. So I actually I have I bought a piece of cake. Yet my wife bought me a piece of cake yesterday from this
Mm-hmm.
French bakery, and then somebody sent me the nothing bundt cakes, the little
Mm-hmm.
buntlets. I
Yeah.
have what 4, 8. I have 16 of those sitting in my refrigerator. So I'm trying, to not eat those, but it's I'm,
Yeah.
I'm a splurge today. What besides walking and stuff, and I know you mentioned some products. What did you do? I mean, or what was your routine with as far as the products you use?
As far as the products, I went plant based. Now, am I vegan or a vegetarian? No, I'm a true Southern Texan boy by heart. But as you start to exercise and you start intaking more water, your body will start telling you what it wants. So if anything, I'm more pescatarian. I like a lot of fish and seafood. I still do turkey and chicken, on occasion. I like some ribs every now and then, but I mainly do pescatarian. I love veggies. Like I go to the store almost 3 or 4 times a week. I like fresh vegetables. I keep some canned, some frozen for just in case, but I prefer fresh. And then with me working in the kitchen, I basically have a playground, a food to just work with. But also with that, there's some products that I've been taking too. It's plant based. They're vegan, organic, gluten free, dairy free, soy free, non GMO, and they're laxative and stimulant free. So of course, I can't sit here and say that they're going to cure, treat, diagnose, anything. But and of course, check with your medical professional too. That's always important. Even though it's plant based, we still want to make sure it's in coordination of what you already have in place. So it's just some products that do amazing things. And it's as simple as adding a scoop to a bottle of water, add your little flavor stick, shake it up, and drink it. It helps safely remove toxins, especially with being laxative and stimulant free. And, it's very tasty too. So, a lot of times we get health stuff and it's just the taste isn't all that great. Now, some products, they don't taste that well, but once you get it in your head, it's not about the taste, it's about the benefits. So once you start learning the benefits, the taste doesn't matter. Slimmer Max, Slimmer Oil, Vitality. My personal favorite is black seed oil.
Black seed.
Like you sure you can go to these other companies. Yeah, I don't want to say the other companies' names and possibly get in trouble, but I can say I've done the research on the one we have versus everyone else, and ours is the best. And if you're unfamiliar with black seed oil, hey, get with me. I would love to introduce you to the benefits and point you in the right direction of that. And another staple that I use is the Nova coffee.
Nova coffee.
The coffee is amazing. It's low in acidity. It doesn't mess with your stomach, and it's more for clarity than it is just a caffeine rush. So those are just some of the staple ones that I use.
Yeah, I remember we were in Denver, and we were going somewhere. I think we were going to an Indian restaurant. It was me,
Yeah,
you, Marcellus, and Seymour, and
Seymour.
you had some pre-made packs
Mm-hmm.
of some powder. What did you pre-mix or pre-make in that
All
powder?
right. So with those little pre-made packages, which once again, that's something you can hit me up and I can introduce you to those too. So that way you can have them on the go. I actually take them through the airport. I travel with them. I take them to work, to restaurants. So that way I don't have to pay for coffee. I just ask for a cup of hot water, open up the pack. But in one of the packs, it is the Nova coffee, which is smart coffee. And it was it's a gentle detox tea as well. Both of those are instant. So I like to mix those two, add a little creamer, and you basically have a vegan cafe latte.
Yeah.
Cafe mocha, however you want to do it. And then in another pack, I'll have the Slimmer Max powder with a couple of drops of Slimmer oil and a flavor stick. So if I'm at someone's house and I'm feeling hungry or I want something refreshing, tear it open, add it to the bottle, shake it up, and drink it. And another one I like to do is the Healing Trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Healing Trilogy is called Mind, Body, and Soul. It's excellent for inflammation and circulation. So if you're having any problems with your joints, with your hips, with just general blood flow, the Healing Trilogy works. And one of my favorites to make packets of now is the Beetroot Max.
Mm-hmm.
So, fellas, let me tell you, if you want to get yourself right, if y'all get what I'm saying, if you want to get that blood flow going in all the right places, holler at me. I have something for you. I have something for you. It's the Beetroot Max, and I can't tell you the other two because I don't want everybody stealing my shine.
Yeah, you got
But,
keep them down low.
Yeah, I got to keep it, a little down. But fellas, trust me, if you need a little help, whether it's in bedroom, just general overall activities, or just need a natural boost instead of using those chemically made products at the gym, I got you. Just let me know.
Yeah, Beetroot Max. I would black seed oil number one.
Oh,
Everybody,
yeah.
every household, whoever, everybody watching this video, you guys all need to get black seed oil. This has over 100 benefits, right? And they say, I'm not saying it, but they say this cures everything but death. Okay, there's so many benefits. and you guys can Google it. You know, this is pure. The thymoquinone content is the highest out there per
Yeah.
serving. You guys are going to find anything that's higher than this. So, if you guys have questions about Black Seal, contact Cheflo,
Yeah.
and he can direct you on where to get that from. And the Beetroot Max, let me. He was being G rated with his. I'm gonna say, fellas, Beetroot Max, right? That right there is going to put more lead in the pencil, as Coach Will says, right?
Oh yeah.
That's all we can say. So I know when men who watch sports, you see the commercials come on with the Cialis or Viagra. You see those commercials, the lady and the man laying in the tub in the field. I'm like, what's up with that commercial? Why are they in the field sitting in the tub holding hands? Right? So that product right there, body has some similar effects, just so you guys know. But Beetroot Max, it really does really get the blood flowing, and it gives you energy, right?
Yeah.
So I like to use it in the morning as my pre-workout drink, and then later on in the day, I'll take another shot depending on what my activities are for the night. Just leave it at that. But great products, guys. So if anyone has any questions about any other products Cheflo mentioned, reach out to him. You see his name, Cheflo Foster. He's on Facebook. That's his name. Is there anything you want to close the talk with, Chef?
Man, all I have to say is since I've decided to make a lifestyle change, there's people that I haven't seen in years. When they see me in public, it's amazing. 99.9% they all say the same thing. Man, you look happier, healthier, and younger. What have you been doing? And when I say that's one of the highest compliments you get, like I said, especially from people that don't hang around one another, but they all say the same thing. That really does make a difference. And I'm telling everybody, if you think you can't, then you can't. If you think you can. And it's really that simple. Either you do or you don't. And if you don't, that's fine. Just don't complain about it because that's nobody else's fault but yours. But if you do, hey, lock arms with me, message me. Let's really get you started. Let's really make a difference in your life because it really is about helping one another. So if I can do anything to help, especially that's within reason and within means, I would definitely love to do that.
Awesome. Well, thank you, sir, for your kind words. That wraps up today's talk, and we will have more of these for other members who are connected with us. But Cheflo was someone that stood out because I just saw him over the weekend here in Las Vegas, and we had to get his story out because I know there's many people out there that were couch potatoes or are couch potatoes and know they don't feel their best, and Cheflo can definitely relate into someone that can help you achieve your goals and help you put some money in your pocket too, right?
Oh,
So that's also a good thing. So that concludes the interview. Hey, if you guys have questions, contact Cheflo Foster. He can take care of you. And you guys have an amazing rest of your weekend. And thank you guys on Facebook. There's a lot of people on Facebook while watching this interview. So appreciate you guys for all your comments and support. And I'll see you guys next time we have a talk with another member. All right. And we'll have to do an update on Cheflo as he continues with his transformation. Right. So God
yeah.
bless you guys. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys next time we do a talk. Peace and blessings. Bye.
All right.
Nice. You